Hey coaches! Okay, so I was tagged in the top 10 bag charm challenge, and it was a challenge, honey. I got so many charms. There will be a giveaway coming soon. But the first category, I try to break it up in categories just to make it a little bit simpler for me. The first category we're going to start with is going to be like my charms and chains, and I kind of have them in two separate stands because these are the ones that just didn't quite make it. I love them, but they didn't quite make it. And these were the top five. This one, I kind of like chose two from this category. The other categories, I'm probably going to choose one. But the top two in this one would be and girl, I lied. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to do three. The first one I'm gonna say is this motif charm, and I'll try to put like some clips of me actually using this. I love this one too because this is also not a charm. It is a strap extender. If you ever want me to show you how you use it as a functional strap extender, I can do that. But again, I love a charm that is not only just a charm, but it's functional and it serves multiple purposes. This is probably the charm that I sell the most at Coach. Some of you may know I am a Coach retail employee. I typically sell this one because, like I said, it's functional. Like it's not just a charm, it's pretty, but it's functional. So that's going to be one. Two is probably going to be my bow strap. It just always add an extra bedazzle to the bag. I'm going to, again, try to show a clip on some. One, my favorite was the cherry coke on the burgundy. Don't think that just because it's red that you have to use it with red. You can, it's very complementary with the Merlots and the burgundies that we are currently moving into for fall, winter. And then three would probably be, it's between this one and this one. But if I had to choose, because we're narrowing it down, I would say my crystal charm. Thankfully, I did get this one before the price increase. The pink one, I did have to pay more for it, but I think it's still worth it. You can wear this actually as jewelry. It's just that beautiful. It is very weighted with the brass, and it is just a beautiful, beautiful charm. So, from the Charm Strap collection, these are going to be three. All right, so our next category is going to be like this leather type of tie strap charm. There's only one that actually has like a dog clasp, and I actually have a few that have that dog clasp, like from TJ Maxx, but I couldn't leave this one out of the category because it kind of similar gives me the same feel. But number one will definitely be this Tory Burch Strawberry. It is gorgeous. It looks so realistic. Whoever the creative designer was behind this one, like knocked it out of the park. And I wish I would have got the one that was right. This is the one that's not right. And then the second one would be this cluster charm from Coach. It is one of my top faves. So again, these are definitely both my top faves. I'm loving the cluster charms from Coach. If you're not a maximalist or you semi-maximalist, get a cluster charm that, all you have to do is just put this on there. You don't have to put anything else because it will give just enough to your bag. I believe I got this one with my Empire. But yeah, these are definitely going to be my top two fave in this category. So that's going to be our 4 and 5. Now, I do love this one too that I just got from Coach, which is like a black currant or Merlot color. I just haven't worn it enough to say that it is my fave, but it is also a beautiful charm. So these are great. I also love this tie because sometimes when you get like a clip like the doll clip here, they may not fit that well in your class, or as you'll see on the videos, even if you don't have a D-ring, you can just tie this around your bag. All bags do not have a D-ring. So the ones that are made like these cluster charms here, without the dog clasp, you can tie them on any bag, even if they're not built for a charm. So that was our second category, and that was going to be 4 and 5. All right, so our next category is going to be crystals, and this is probably going to be my least favorite. Hence, that's why there's not that many that didn't make it. I actually have so many of these little ones from like TJ Maxx and Marshalls. And they're really reasonable. They're like $5 for those, and I think that's probably why I got them. But I've never worn them, as you can see. The tags are still on them. Now, the ones that I do love are their holiday ones with the crystals on it. I just posted this one. But my top favorite would be the new crystal charms from Coach. They are gorgeous. You can't really see the detail in this, but I did want the large cherries and also the large red sea, but I did just decide on the pretzel because I do have a lot of bags that will go perfect with the pretzel. So this is top one in this category, and then two would probably be this one here from TJ Maxx. I love a good little holiday setup on my bags, and this one here that didn't make it either was one that I used for Halloween, but I guess I can use some for Christmas too. So yeah, so this is going to be the next category, and this would be, what is that, 6-7, I believe? Yeah, 6-7. I was about to say something else, but 6-7. All right, so this next category, I don't know what to call it. I guess I'm going to call it like the Coach Essentials, maybe. I guess that's what we'll call it. So I did pick two from this category, another hard category to just pick two. But the top two will be my little mousy. I love it only because, one, pink. Two, because of the bedazzle. If anyone knows me, they know that pink and sparkles are my favorite. And I just love it. I love the shade of pink. I love the brass. A lot of people, when they see it, they actually think it's like a strawberry. If you don't know, you know now. The cherry is the most, like, the top. Like, this is, if you have no other charm in your collection, definitely the cherry. So these were my top two, and if I had to choose one, it would definitely be the cherry. It's almost like the mascot for Coach. Over here were the ones that didn't quite make it. As you also know, Ritzy is the mascot for Coach. So you have to have some sort of Ritzy. And I love when they do a collab. This one was from, I forgot, the Summer Turned Pretty. It has like a little pearl on the other side. But again, my favorite in this one is a cherry. It goes well with everything. You don't have to also, especially the maples and browns in this cherry, and also the chalk is gorgeous. So that is going to be 8 in this category, which is going to be cherry. All right, so this next category is very special to me, and I'm going to tell you why. So most people started their Coach journey with a purse. My Coach journey started with I guess we'll call plushies, and that is going to be this category. And it started with this little guy right here. This was my first Coach item, which was this Coach bear. She will always have a forever spot in my heart. I just recently lost one, and as long as it's not this one, I don't care. Now I'm scared to even use this one because it's so sentimental to me. I'll never get rid of it. But it was a hard pick. This is one of my most recent ones. I love this one. I know those are probably not Afro Puffs, but to me, it is Afro Puffs, which is also very special to me because I feel like Coach is one of those brands that is just so inclusive. And, you know, with it coming no matter the race or sexuality or whatever, Coach has always been like so inclusive. So that's why I do love this little girl. She's an ice cream one. Snoopy was a very close runner-up, and also my new fave, which are Jelly Cats. I also love the plushies because on most of your bags, especially glove tan leather, you don't want to put anything too harsh on them because it will scratch up the bag. So the plushies are really safe to use on, especially like your glove tan leather bags, because they are leather, or like the Jelly Cats are just like little plushies, which I am looking forward to getting more of those. So I didn't tell you the cherry was actually my 8, and then for my 9, I would say is my black bear, and I'm gonna say my 10 is gonna be my Labubu. Like, this took over as a storm, and I was so lucky to get I got all the ones that I wanted. So, and I love this one, the Texas. You know, my journey with Coach actually began here in Texas, so something else also sentimental. So yeah, so that is going to be 9, and then this is going to be 10. I have one more thing to show that's not really a charm, but I think it adds extra to your bag, and it is All right, and this last part, it's not a category, it's just some extras. You may not consider these as charms, but they're just some that didn't make the cut, but I could not leave them out just in case you're just trying to decide on what you would like to add. Complimentary on your bag comes a hang tag, but you can also buy an additional hang tag and have it monogrammed as well with the proof of purchase of a Coach bag. So the Coach hang tag is what we like to say the buckle to a belt. It is just, it comes with every Coach bag is a Coach charm. But what's real special is these new ones. Like I love this extra large hang tag, and I did have someone to paint my name on that one. And then these are just some that I put different things on. My favorite would absolutely be my Leo create charm. I am a true Leo through and through. This one was put on the Kiss Lock bag. I just came up with this idea. I'm an 80s baby. This one I just received from someone that I got secondhand, but I have been looking for it. It's not only just a hang tag, but it's also a pouch. Love this one too. Some of you may know and some of you may not know, but Kate Spade is our sister, and this heart charm is a Kate Spade charm, and I love that charm. Now, there is a smaller one than this. This one is the pouch. I'm not for sure if the other one was a pouch, but it just gave me Alice in Wonderland vibes, and I'll probably post like a little clip showing it on my larger Rowan. I always like to get a charm that is functional. I said that in the beginning. So these little purse charms, I have a few of these. This was the Rowan purse charm. They're functional, so you can put money, you can put AirPods. So charms don't always have to just be fun. They can be functional, they can be sentimental. It is just adding your own personality to the bag, and I'm loving this trend. So yeah, those were my top 10.